Hey everybody, Jamie Pate here. Welcome to this video, and it's the beginning of the month, which means for those of you who follow along here, it is the time that we introduce brand new stamps from Heidi Swapp Shop, and today I want to share with you what I am doing with new stamps. Okay, so thank you so much for jumping in today in this video. I appreciate your being here so much. It is summertime and my heart has turned to storytelling. I don't know, maybe it's because my kid on one handful has that many summers left of school. I don't know, but I'm just going to be really trying to amp up my intentionality with storytelling. But before we get to that, this is kind of a two-parter today. First, I want to talk about new Heidi Swapp stamps in the shop today, brand new in the shop today. Let's start with this one called Vacancy. Now, Heidi is going to have done at this point or today or something, somewhere around this video, she will be sharing a live and all her amazing ideas for this stamp set, which I'm sure is going to blow all of our minds, which it always does. So here's my little feeble contributions to this stamp set called Vacancy. And it's just this classic retro art, something you might see, for those of you who live in the U.S., something you might see on old U.S. Route 66, on a hotel, a sign on the side of the road. It's really a lot of fun. Okay, one of the ways I'm going to be using this stamp set is for entries into my memory planner. And so, and kind of like a little slash to that, positive messages, things I want to keep in my brain. So you can see here what I did. There are some fun, like where they go, like some starburst, stardust kind of backgrounds that I put to work on here, and kind of these diamond shapes. There's like different sizes of them. First, I inked my entire tag. This is one of Heidi Swapp's jumbo tags. It's about this big. I trimmed it way down and I inked it with, good question. What did she ink it with? I believe this is saltwater taffy. And then I stamped the sign post on here, which you can see right here. Then I used separate piece of cardstock and I stamped the U with this kind of light sign here. And you can see that there's little lit up lights because I use this little dot here to add in with scattered straw, the yellow, so it looks like it's lit up. And then I colored in the U just a little bit. The Gata is used with this circle stamp, which has a pretty good drop shadow on it. But after I stamped it, I used my 1/2 inch circle punch, and then it just takes the cut just from the circle itself. It doesn't have the drop shadow at all, which was fine by me because then I could write, or stamp rather, a word, and I'll get to that stamp set here in a moment, that I wanted to add, and I just popped that up. After I popped up this little part of the stamped image, and I popped up these guys, this little marquee sign, arrow, if you will, is stamped on the tag itself. That is this one right here. And then the larger bulb, light bulb, was brought back in to light up that arrow. And then the stay is from this little rectangle here, obviously, or maybe it's this one here. Oh, what do we think? It's the long one. It's that one right here. So these can be used either way, right? And then the positive is from this sign right here. This particular stamp set includes a full alphabet, including hashtag, exclamation point, and a question mark. But then what you might be seeing laying here too is this alpha set called Sign. And there is an open alpha and then a skinnier alpha. All both include a number to them. And I used this linear alpha for the stay, The U is from this open alpha here. The positive is from this stamp set here, the alphas that are included with Vacancy. So that's how this came together. I am loving this whole retro with that pink and that yellow and that black. And so you will probably see this coming to a memory planner page near you soon. So then this leaves this very simple stamp. And the reason this is so simple is because, number one, it is stamped directly onto the tag itself. Number two, this is one complete stamp set right here. So you can see that this sign here, obviously I stamped the sign post first, then this connected sign. Then I added this guy sitting right next to it. This little, I don't even know what to call it, that shape, but it's sitting right next to it and it fits just right in there. So I stamped that. Again, I used the sign stamps exclusively for this one. So there's the, I don't know what to call these fonts, but this is just the singular font and then the open font. Again, I came in here with the Vacancies bulbs, with some pink bulbs. I used some of the background stamps just to add a little bit of color. And I used here from Color Collective the circle stickers to cover up a mistake, because we can do that. And so that's how that came together. I'll show you a little peek here. I've talked recently about keeping a stamp journal. So I stamped all of this set first before I even used it. This was my get to know ya icebreaker stamp therapy, where I just have it in my, I mean, you could just on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be in a journal, like not at all. It's just what I did. And so I like to have it for reference. I'm working real hard in my life not to have all these loose pieces of paper everywhere. So this is my answer to that. Let's keep it in a book, and that way I have it to reference. And then you can see where this came about. I literally stamped that in here, and then I stamped it on that tag. I was just playing with the signs. Yeah, that's not going to work, but it was fun just to kind of play with that. All right, so that takes us to the July agenda stamp. Now, the July agenda stamp just might possibly be my new favorite agenda stamp. I am really loving this, and don't mind that airplane outside. The sun is out, my window's open, and so we get to invite all the air traffic into our video today. Relax is such a good word for me because I don't do that very easy. And part of my intentionality for the year, the month, let's just take it a month at a time, James. I need to relax better. I need to slow down. I need to be more intentional, which I am so happy this word intention, super happy this word intention is part of the stamps. I had no idea. And it's been a word that has been surfacing in my brain for a while. This video is titled How to Use These Stamps. I'm going to be using this stamp set for a story prompt for this month. I know it's July, but we already have it here in June. I really need this in my life, and I'm so thankful to have creative ways to process through our mental energy, our need for some meditation, our desire to focus on something and maybe hopefully make it take hold. So again, I have stamped all this out onto my journal, and I gotta tell you, this could be like a tag. It'd be pretty wide, but I just loved having this on here. You know what I really, really love from this stamp set is this dandelion. It is so sweet. I mean, it's just super sweet. So what I've done already is stamp just a couple of tags and some tickets. So here's my tag, and this is using saltwater taffy, scattered straw, and dried marigold, and plus black. So this will find its way in my planner for sure, or maybe it's just a bookmark somewhere, or maybe I'm going to keep it in my daily journal so I can remember to relax. Although it's July, so that's not going to work for June. Okay, one other thing I want to take note here. This is going to be a couple of tips here before we get started with the next part of our video. And that is because we have that fabulous set of ticket dies. Do you have these yet? I didn't realize how much I was going to use these. I think I am die cutting tickets every day. So I've started being better about just having some blank ones at the ready. And I'll tell you, These are great for your pages. These are great for your planners, obviously to add to a tag. I think this is a great little stamp therapy. Just challenge yourself to stamp a ticket every day. I don't know. That's just a small suggestion. Here's another sample that I used with the stamp set. Calm, take a deep breath, pause, and reset. There's a flower there. I'm not quite sure what the flower is, so I'm not going to say what I think it is. Inhale and exhale. I think that's beautiful. That's going to be a beautiful addition to a planner page. And then this was actually under the influence of how Kim Jeffress, you can follow her at Kim Jeffress on Instagram, how she made a May tag. And I just kind of took what she did, but then I added in the July agenda. Okay, so that's my little quick take on new stamps for June. Now this is going to segue, both the relax and this little set here is going to segue into the process part of today's video. And here you can see there's a brand new paper 6x8 ledger. This is just like the 12x12 ledger, but it's shrunk down into 6x8 form. You can tell I've gone through here and really messed up the order. These are really fun, and I'm going to use one today in a layout, showing you how I'm using the 6x8 ledger paper in a layout, showing you how I'm also going to be using the Relax stamp set in a layout. So I'm actually going to be telling a story from May 22. This is my April, May, June book from 2022. I will be walking through this, but this is Storytellers. This is actually, no, it's not Storytellers. This is Storyline Chapters. This is the Scrapbooker. These are actually still available, a few of them. I'll link this, but I used actually one of Heidi's Storyteller classes to inspire my page front, and I liked it. It's just fun. It just works for me. I enjoyed making that very much. So I'm going to be using this page. I'm going to be using this, I guess you could call this the Navy Ledger, the 6x8 Navy Ledger. I have about a 4.5 by 6.5 piece photo rather. This was taken last year, like I said, but I did think it kind of alluded to relax. I think this stamp is going to find its way into this story here. A couple of else things that I grabbed was the set sale stickers. I have this from Heidi's set sale bundle that was on her, in her shop. These tickets and tags, do I love them? Yeah, a little bit. Maybe, perhaps. I have like 2 more sheets of this because I'm using this quite a bit, but I think I'm going to use it today. And also this washi tape from Set Sale is probably going to find its way, if not a few other things. Okay, so basically I'm going to be making a couple of embellishment elements with the stamps. So although I'm starting off here with pumice stone, do not be fooled, because Chip Sapphire is going to be coming in here and redoing all of the things that I'm doing right now because it just pops so much better, which sometimes is what you have to do. You kind of have to work through your stamps, what things look like, and you realize, you know what, this color is going to go better. So I'm using the Relax for kind of some title work. I'm using another one of the sentiments on this tab right here. I'm making a circle tab. You'll see how this comes together in a minute. And then I was also using the intention definition stamp for another like word element. So I'm just kind of doing my classic little trimming it out, notching it at the end. I'll fold over the other end by the R and then staple it. And that way it kind of looks like it's stapled to the page, but it's not really. It's pretend stapled to the page. So then here's the Chip Sapphire, ta-da, which goes really terrific with the ledger part of that navy ledger paper, which is the 6x8 paper that is the background to this layout. Okay, something I really like to do, and I've probably shared it on here before, I'm making a hinge out of some scrap cardstock. And it's about 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch on either side of the score. And it's going to then create an openable with the photo. So I'm going to attach this first part of the hinge to the back of the photo. I'm just making sure I have it on the correct side. And then I'll add the adhesive on this open side here. And it's going to layer on top of the 6x8 Color Collective ledger paper. And because that paper is so perfect and awesome for journaling, I don't want it to go to waste because I have a large photo on the top of it. So I just make it openable, and it's just one of the things I love to do with storytellers or storyline chapters. And so I'm doing it here. And then once that gets into place, I'm going to start building the clusters around the bottom right corner. So there's the very beautiful Chip Sapphire Relax. And that blue really does pop nicely. I'm much happier with that. So you are going to observe the fuddling of the stamped elements plus some other things that are going to come into play here in a moment. I'm good with my tab, my 2-inch circle tab. I've grabbed this Memories from the Set Sail sticker page, and it's already back with cardstock, so I can just kind of play with its placement. I should have done the same thing with the Better Together circle. But gosh, if I just didn't know where I wanted these pieces to go. And I don't even have everything there yet, and I will be adding more. It's just I don't know. I wasn't frustrated by any means. It was just like, how is this going to work for me? And it really did take me a moment. So what do? I kind of pause and I go do something else, right? Like all of life. Okay, that's not working. Let me go get distracted doing something else. So I'm trimming out this ticket from that ticker paper, from the ticket paper. And once I have everything trimmed out, I'm going to grab my 1/2-inch circle punch and come in there on the edges for that little ticket part, and that way it's just a nice clean cut. So I know that's going to go there. I kind of messed with it for a little bit, but I did want it to come above that circle. I like the juxtaposition of the circle tab and the shape of the ticket. That all works for me wonderfully. So I'm good with that. So, and sometimes you need a little win, right? You just need, okay, that looks good. Now let me go mess with something else. So I remove the notch from the intention definition embellishment. Yep, still not that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to tell you that we are so close. You know that game, you're hot, you're cold? Yeah, we're really hot now. Once I figured out, okay, tuck the memory sticker underneath, layer that circle, which is a small circle, which kind of plays against that large circle, and then the intention comes underneath. Then I grab this flag. I don't know why. I honestly have no logical reason why that little flag sticker works on this page, but it works for me. And so it's just kind of fun. It just brings a little bit extra interest to this is a very minimalist page, right? So I'm adding, don't rush it, to the Relax. Of course, what do? I grab the pumice stone again. You would think a girl would learn, but clearly she doesn't. And so you'll see on the finished project that it is actually done in Chip Sapphire. So yeah, that's just how it goes. But in the end, I'm super happy with how this turned out. I added one more stamped sentiment to my circle tab. And you're going to see here in a minute how this all opens up. And I added a little bit of that washi too. And I love how everything works together. It's still clustered, but it's not too busy. And the focus is really truly on the photo, just like I like it to be. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I will see you in the next video.